So question Luke, I tried getting into the first Death Stranding, but the walking sim part of the game was just not for me. Do you think I'll find the second game entertaining at all? My understanding is that Death Stranding 2 is more Death Stranding, like through and through. It is more of the same. It is a lot of walking. It's a lot of traversal. And there's cool little things, like Kojima talked about how the music for the game will change based on where you are on the map. So for example, if you're walking on the precipice, the music will be different. So you hear the drums are there, the maybe synths come in, the vocals come in, all of that. But if you were to cross down into the valley off of the precipice, the drums might fade out or the vocals might disappear. So they have these systems for like dynamic music while you explore, which is a really cool and novel thing. But you're still running and walking everywhere. You know, like you're still delivering packages by running across vast landscapes and things. It's not going to magically change. That's just how it is. That's just what it is. So I think if you didn't like the first game because of its gameplay, you're not going to magically love this one. The cardio's insane. Yeah, dude, for real. It's not AI music, is it? No, it's specifically they record all the tracks independently. So like the percussion is on its own track. The vocals are on their own track. The strings are on their own track. And so they can fade them in and out dynamically based on what's happening. Kind of like in a garage band or something like that, where you have the samples set and then you can repeat them and manipulate them where you need to. So it's something that, you know, is not technologically insane, but it is something that we haven't really seen implemented into video games with like dynamic audio. Things like that. We just saw an earthquake. So an earthquake hits and that will cause boulders to roll down the mountainside, or it can cause mudslides or this, like right there. Look, the actual dirt slides away and rolls down. So if you were down there at the bottom in that little valley, you'd be in trouble right now. Tell you what. So you probably want to keep walking on the precipice. And now you have a toddler instead of a baby. Don't let DSP get a hold of him. That's a callback to a previous episode. I'm not saying you should do that. It's DSP was playing Death Stranding and shaking a baby and then complaining he couldn't get it to calm down. Anyway, but at the end of the day, it is still Death Stranding. You know, that's the point. If you didn't like the first one, I don't think you'll magically like this one. It's better Death Stranding. It's more Death Stranding, but it's Death Stranding. For me, my big hurdle overcoming the first game was the dialogue. I just really struggle with Kojima's writing when it comes to dialogue. But all the reviews we've looked at, even the ones that are like 8 out of 10s, they're saying that the dialogue is significantly improved and they've adjusted it. So now a lot of the dialogue is tied into like branching dialogue choices. So you can actually select if you want to find out more about the world. If you want the long bits of exposition, you can engage with that. Or if you want to just hear the essential bits to continue doing the mission, you can do that too. And so my primary frustrations with Death Stranding seem to have largely been addressed, which means this could end up being like one of my highlight games of 2025. So I'm very excited for it. But if you just didn't like the actual like minutia of the gameplay, it's not going to magically change here, I don't think. So hopefully that answers it. Death Stranding 3, you'll handle a teenager? Probably, yeah, at this point. Yeah. Or Kojima will change it so Sam is really old, and so the teenager pushes Sam in a wheelchair for most of the deliveries. Maybe that's how he does it. Maybe that's the shift. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be interesting. I'm intrigued because it does seem like a lot of the gameplay specific stuff that I liked has been overhauled and greatly improved as well. Again, I'll never get over how weird it is to just be carrying a toddler with you, but still. Yeah, they also said that the opening is a little sluggish, but then it picks up steam pretty quickly. Oh my God, that was adorable. Did you see that? Look at the little bitty delivery package case. Look how cute that is. That's adorable. I love that. Yeah, if Sony has anything to do with it, it'll be an extraction shooter in the third one. Yeah, probably. Let's be perfectly honest about this. It's gonna be a extraction shooter. Yeah, and then here's some desert sections and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what it brings to the table. I'm excited for it. The reviews are very, very good, and so I'm very excited.